Good evening. I'm gonna call this meeting to order. We don't have anybody here for the invocation, right?
No, I wasn't gonna get anyone.
But you? Yeah, you quit.
If you'd like to close your eyes, please. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for allowing us to come together to try to continue to resolve the situation that Lindsay's in and allow us to work together collaboratively to continue to press on through these tough times and allow us to prosper. And we ask that to give us the strength in your name.
Thank you. We're gonna please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I think it's native. I forgot to put it on mute. Either way.
Okay. Salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Thank you. We're gonna move on to roll call.
Evening, Mayor Villarreal,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Flores.
Here.
Councilmember Nave.
Here.
Councilmember Sanchez.
Here.
Councilmember Soria.
Present.
All present.
Then we're gonna move on for the approval of the agenda, but I'm gonna ask to remove 12.1 from the agenda. So do I have an approval besides 12.1?
Or a motion.
Or a motion, sorry, that's what I meant.
I move the one.
I second the motion to remove 12.1.
So we have a motion from Councilmember Nave, a second from Councilmember Soria. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
And then we're gonna move on to the public comment. The public is invited to comment on any subject under the jurisdiction of the Lindsay City Council. Please note that the speakers that wish to comment on a regular item or a public hearing on tonight's agenda will have an opportunity to speak when public comment for that item is requested by the mayor. Comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per person with 30 minutes for total comment period, unless otherwise indicated by the mayor. The public may also choose to submit a comment before the meeting via email. Public comments received via email will be distributed to the council prior to the start of the meeting and incorporated into the official minutes. However, they will not be read aloud. Under state law, matters presented under public comment cannot be acted upon by the council at this time. Taking public comments at this time? Yeah, and then if you don't mind just turning on the blue, like you just the push button and the green light up here. Yeah.
My name is Lori Renteria. I just want to thank everybody that has gone to the Lindsay Senior Center on behalf of visiting there. It's made a big impact on the seniors, get to see names, so Chief Armando, and they go there, play bingo, and they go there to fellowship with everybody that's there. So it's made the seniors feel very comfortable. So knowing that the council are backing them and supporting them. So I want them to continue, like all of you, to continue to go there, even though there may have been a hiccup somewhere, but the center's open for everybody to go. And we'd like to see you there as well.
Can you give me the times? Is it only in the morning?
It's from 8:30 to 1:30 currently right now, because it's not a
Every day?
every Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
It's not a cooling center yet, so
Uh-huh.
between 8:30 and 1:30 they're open. Friday is their main day for bingo, and that's what they live for. So, let you guys know.
Is bingo in the morning?
Bingo's in the morning, and it's only for prizes. There is no money at all. Huh? Or loteria. So one week they do bingo, then the following week they do loteria. So it's just for prizes, since there's no money for it.
Okay, perfect. All right, thank you so much.
And I also thank Dave for being there last week. We had a Lindsay Strathmore Women's Scholarship, and she brought her daughters out to sell Girl Scout cookies. And thank you, Mr.
Thanks, Dave, for inviting you.
Thank you.
Do we have any more public comments?
Okay, my name is Margaret.
You want to put it down as it is on?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to, say it's appreciated, because I'm one of the senior members of the senior center every day. But
It's nice to see faces that are like nice, you know? We'd love to see all of you eventually there, you know, for one of our days, just to see how we interact with everybody. And I especially appreciate him, the chief, only because I feel that senior students that, you know, and we're not left to like, hey, you're old, you don't never know. You know, we're retired. And we're, you know, I don't want to feel useless. And when we show up, to me, we do matter. You know what I'm saying? We do matter. And I appreciate it. Plus, we feel safe. You know, and that's all I have to say that I appreciate everybody showing that shows up and do come on Friday. That's when bingo.
Yes, I'm a teacher, so I used to, probably many, I mean, it might have been like 8 years ago. Yeah, I used to take my learners there, we would serve food and then they would read to them. I mean, is that still an option?
Yes.
Okay,
We love people to come, young people to come in.
okay.
You know, and see, and a lot of people as are young, because to me, actually, you're all young. All of you are young.
I just want it on the record that she called me young.
I don't think your mic's on.
I don't see anybody that's my age. I'm 60, almost gonna be 67. And I don't see anybody, you know, look at.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, look, I like seeing you guys there. And, I hope to see you there more often. That's all I have. to say.
thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Mercy Herrera. I'm Lindsay, and I have to tell you that I am older than you. Anyway, I want to say thank you so much for the event that took place last week on Saturday. We had an artist who presented her artwork called Hermanas Hermosa. It was well attended, and also for the film that was shown at the Lindsay Theater called Gaetano. Dan Guerrero was the actor producer. But I also want to thank Misty, Adriana, and Joe for being there representing Lindsay. So thank you for that. But it was successful because there was a collaboration from local agencies and also businesses. So I thank you for that. Thank you.
Thank you. We have any more public comments?
I don't want to talk about my age. I just wanted to mention there was no PC meeting today. It was scheduled for today, but there was no meeting. So I just wanted to mention that. Also, I was thinking to remind the residents to eliminate any standing water because the mosquitoes are starting to lay their eggs. So I just thought maybe to throw that in there. I wanted to, this is probably way off, but I kind of wanted to express some dissatisfaction with the performance of our last city manager. I just feel like he maybe used his role as a stepping stone and he kind of left us short staffed and unprepared. So I just didn't really appreciate that. So with our current city manager, I wanted to ask if he's reviewed the 5 audits. I just want to know if he's read them all and he understands how important it is that we make it through June 2024. I'm just wondering if the spending freeze has been implemented and if he's been aware of the city financial how important it is for unnecessary expenditures right now. And I was thinking, if there is funding available, we should immediately prioritize to fill the vacant positions that we have. We have the city manager, we have the director of services and planning, human resources. We don't have our human resources anymore, and then we're losing our city clerks. I just think that it's kind of essential for us to fill those positions, for us to, some long-term stability for us. I think that's it. Now, I asked for a public records request, but, I haven't seen the additional insured endorsement yet. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be seeing that or not, but I just wanted to, say that too. Anyway, thank you for letting me address this.
Thank you.
Did you say your name? Just.
Anita.
I'm.
For the record, Anita Gustafson, longtime Lindsay citizen.
I got it.
It was. Or you, provide it for her now?
It
That's
was
not-
provided. Ryan printed those for your reference if you want them.
Okay,
I asked.
no, okay, no worries, okay, we'll take care of it. All right, do we have any more public comment? No? All right, public comment is booked at this time, Mr. Watt. We are gonna move on to council report. There's a meeting, who has the longest?
So first and foremost, I want to thank everybody being here. I appreciate those that come to share, to give public comment. I also want to extend, my deep gratitude to our city clerk for the next hour or so. I really do appreciate the effort that you have given the city, you've given me, and you did a wonderful job. Thank you. It's sad to see you go, but I wish you nothing but the best. With that, we are experiencing tough times with the turnover in staff, but we will press on, and we will do that as a staff. We will do that as a council, and I'm very proud of the council. I'm very proud of the staff that we have. I'm very proud of everything that we've accomplished. All the directors, all the staff that have endured. You've done a great job with your creative approaches to finding solutions, and I'm very pleased with the direction that we're continuing heading in. And so yeah. Last Saturday, I was able to participate in a community water Latino network workshop, just to sharpen my skills as far as being a council member. I think Yolanda was part of it as well, so they wanted to mention it. Welcome back. Anybody else interested in being part of that network, let me know. On Sunday, I was able to spend some time with Ray Leon from the LEAP Institute, and we were able to install an air quality monitor at my home, which you can access via the web. I can provide a link for anybody interested. And he expressed an interest in the possibility of installing a self-contained air quality monitor at one of our sites in the future once he secures the funding through the LEAP Institute. So it wouldn't come at any cost to the city of Lindsay, and it would just help monitor the air quality in our city. And then this past Friday, I was able to attend the Friday night market, which I hardly ever miss. I always make a run down there for some food, but I was able to actually spend some quality time down there, and it really is a crown jewel of Lindsay. I really do appreciate the efforts of the organizers which is here tonight. Thank you, and it's something that I look forward to sharing with my children, my family, and it really is the crown jewel. That Saturday, I was able to attend the Veritas Art Show as well as the Latino film with Dan Guerrero being the artist, and it really is enlightening. It really is refreshing to see the arts being really presented and highlighted in our community. Even though we're small, we're mighty. And I think the fact that we continue to endure, we continue to present is really wonderful. On Saturday, I also attended a Skimmers board meeting. The Skimmers is going to have signups in April. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll get you all the details. And I also attended the tryouts for the Lindsay Youth Cheer. We have over 100 young ladies that are going to be participating in Youth Cheer, which is an intense sport, athletic activity, and it's something that we have excelled in as a community. And so, yeah, I look forward to seeing them perform during the half times and at their shows. And yeah, that is all that I have. And I really do appreciate everybody on the dais for being here, all the staff, all the directors. Please make sure that you let your entire staff know that we are here to support you. We're here to have success, and we can only do that together. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Rosanna?
I have nothing to report. But, I do wanna say, I do appreciate staff, they've done a tremendous, great job with whatever staff we have left. It's very difficult to have staff come and leave in such a short period of time. So I do appreciate, staff working double time probably, putting different hats on. I do appreciate it. It's a very tough job. Also, we're gonna miss you, Megan. You're very, very knowledgeable. And I hate to see you go. You were here such a short time. But, and welcome to our, our interim city manager. So he is aware of a lot of, things that are going on with the city. He also is very knowledgeable and has history with the city of Lindsay, so, and overall the county. So I'm looking forward to working with everybody.
Thank you. Okay. All right, so I did attend Zumbathon on the 13th, and I am still sore. And I had to look at I'm like, why am I so sore? That was almost 2 weeks ago. Thanks, Armando. I also, I met with David Galadero's reps. I met with them because of our sit right, our car seat program, but I also brought up, public safety. I talked to them about, you know, I know that there's an assembly bill, or they're trying to get something through where we subsidize the pay of officers who work for smaller agencies, because it's hard to compete with the bigger cities. So that's something that I brought up. I'm like, hey, what can we do? And let's start talking to other people about that, because that's very important. I met with John Cesar, Frank, and Armando, and I'll let Armando talk about that. And I also met with Armando about the camp out, and I'll let him talk about that. I did attend the art show for Olivia Chavez. What an amazing artist. And while there, I recontacted Celia Rodriguez Bryant, who used to work for Lindsay Unified. She was a preschool aide, and she's now she's gonna do an art show in a couple of weeks. So I'll send that to, I don't know, whoever still works here. Yeah. And then and of course the senior center, which is always the highlight of my week. And because the meetings I haven't been able to go, but oh my gosh, I love spending time with them. And if you guys can make it out there, take your lunch early. They love little knickknacks, anything. They just want to be seen, and it's an amazing time. That's all I got. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ms. Yolanda?
Hello, I have nothing to report, but I do want to send, my best wishes to Megan. Megan, you still have time. You're gonna stay.
She can come back. Well,
And, I really wanna appreciate Lindsay. I mean, she goes above and beyond everything that we request of her. She's, with my meetings with her, she's requesting to waive interest on all the money that we owe. And, she's finding ways, she's talking to different people in order to, get us some help, to get us some grants. So she's very knowledgeable, and, I so appreciate you. And of course, the rest of the staff, you guys are still here, and that means a lot. And we hope you stay here. This isn't our first time that we've gone through this. Hopefully it will be our last time. And that's all I have to say.
Thank you, and I'm gonna try to make it short. I just wanna address everybody and let them know that whatever Lindsay's going through right now, we're gonna get through it, and you have a council that's gonna fight for you guys, and that's what we're gonna do, because we're here representing you guys. I would like to welcome Kyle. Kyle's fully aware that he's got a lot of work to do, and we're gonna hold him accountable. And, Tyler, I know, sorry. It's okay, I make it for everybody. Right. Did I say the same to you?
No, you said that you have
I do. So, and then Megan, I mean, I was gonna say this for last, but everybody chimed in, so I do appreciate you, the time that you were here, that you did for Lindsay. I wanna welcome
Carmen.
Carmen. I want to make sure name, I probably would call this pronounced Carmen. And I appreciate you coming in and taking the time out to help out Lindsay. So, and all the other staff, I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys. So with that being said, I attended the TCAG and the TCRTA, that has to do with a lot of transportation and then, roads, all kinds of stuff. So there's a lot of things, it's a lot of information, but if you ever want to sit down, I don't mind having a conversation with you guys. But, there's a lot of things that are getting cut. And I stayed after the meetings, I want to make sure that our transit center is not gonna get cut, and I was told it was not, and it's fully paid, it doesn't come out of Lindsay, so that's some good news. I also attended the Melissa Hurtado swearing in, which, our Lindsay learners represented. I mean, I got a text from from Melissa and, Eric, and they told me, you should be proud of them. I am. I mean, because they're amazing, the dancers, so they represented pretty much put the whole show on, so that was super cool. I also went to the, art exhibit that Mercedes put on, which was amazing. It was my first time, and I don't mind, I can't wait to go to the next one. The gates, Made in America, that was amazing. That was so cool, and just to bring kind of like, inclusiveness to Lindsay, totally, I mean, Lindsay would never have anything like that, so I thought that was amazing. It was super cool, just to get you and have questions afterwards. The farmer's market, I attend farmer's market. You're thinking that's always a hit. The food is amazing there, so thank you for that. And then this Friday, we're presenting some awards for the soccer team and the proclamation for the soccer team on Friday at 6. If anybody wants to show up, just go for that, because I'm leaving right after. So, but that's all I have to tell you guys today. That's my report for today. So we're gonna move on to staff updates. So let's go to city services.
So we, skip city services for a bit, right?
Okay, so we're skipping city services today. So let's move on to finance.
I have nothing to report tonight.
Thank you. Human resources.
Should don't have.
He's not, so, right now, the only thing to report out on HR is we have, putting out for our city clerk. We have quite a few, applicants in there, so we've been going through those. I think there still has an open period as far as receiving more applicants. So look forward to getting some additional, and then we'll work through the process as far as vetting, setting interviews, moving forward, ultimately.
I think the deadline is April 11th. We said April 11th. Okay. Let's move on to public safety.
We're just continuing our recruitment. And so
You're discontinuing? Oh,
Just.
we're just.
oh, okay. Thank you.
I think before that, I just wanted to say that the solution that we found to paralleling the position that was mentioned last time. About that from a lot of residents, because a lot of people seem to see so many police officers come, build a relationship, because they do care, and then so the fact that we're gonna be able to retain individuals, I really appreciate that solution.
Thank you. Yeah, we did get some good feedback. I also did too. So thank you for that. Do we nobody has any questions? You good? Recreation services, please put online.
All right, I did have a few things about a bunch of things. Thanks. So first thing, we started our comp swim lessons yesterday, at the wellness center. We had a week delay due to the heater being down at the center, and the temperatures were pretty low last week. We pushed it to this week. Temperature are fairly decent this week, so we're gonna start that this week. That's gonna help the skimmers with their attendance, I guess, signups. We have 12 kids that are signed up. Most of them already know how to swim across the pool, so we're gonna be working on techniques, endurance, before they start. We have about 5 that are halfway there, so we're confident that all 12 skimmers swim club. OBF kickoff will happen this Saturday at the Wellness Center. If you have any questions or want to take part, reach out to I think it's Danny's, that's the head person, or anybody on OBF. They are doing their kickoff barbecue this Saturday at the Wellness Center. Chamber mixer tomorrow night, right across the street at Mount Whitney. Wait, no, that's not. Tomorrow night. So if you're interested in coming by, seeing what the chamber's all about, meeting businesses in town, residents. That will be tomorrow night at 5:30 till 7 o'clock. There'll be refreshments served. If you have any questions, Dennis is here to answer them. And then next thing, so yes, we did meet last week. Myself, John Caesar, the AD, the school, Frank, the basketball coach, council member Nave, Stephanie, who met the wellness center, kind of brainstorm what can we do to have more youth sports in Lindsay. I think we kind of have a solution, so we're working on it. So hopefully in the next couple of years, you'll see a lot more youth sports in the community. I think the main one will be softball, baseball we're working on, and then hopefully have volleyball, and then go to basketball. So hopefully the community will see a lot of work being done between the city and school district for youth sports. So we don't have any final details, but we're in there. And then the camp out. So if you guys aren't aware, we do a camp out annually in our sports complex where you can camp out in a tent at the soccer complex or sports complex. It's going to take place on Friday the 9th until Saturday the 10th.
May, right?
May, yes, May. What? Okay. So this event is sponsored by Rotary. So it's 100% free for families to take part. We're taking the first 40 families. They received a grant through the California Collaborative mini grant, just like we did for our block party we're gonna have in May. So we'll have games, food, entertainment, music. We just have a good time out in the park, something different that you don't see in every community. So we're excited about that. If you want to sign up, you can sign up online at our website. There's a link you click on, you can sign up online. Once again, it's free. So they ask for your credit card, no one's sure it might be spam. So it is free. And then I also did attend the Melissa Mercado sworn in. Megan and myself went to that. I think we missed Missy, but yes, Lindsay was well represented with the dance, the guitar group. It was amazing. So it's nice to see our students. I recognize some of the faces of the students, and I think they appreciated us being out there supporting them. So, and then also we do have many events in the community. I try to email city council and some of the service groups on those events, so that way everybody's aware of what's happening in Lindsay. There is a lot happening. So I hope everybody goes out and support. Sounds like everybody's doing their part, going out supporting, and just making Lindsay a better place to live. So that's all I have.
Thank you, Armando. I appreciate what you do. Do you have any questions?
I was just curious about the heater. You said, was it a February fix again, or was it actually?
So I reached out to the school district to see if they had any funds. So I'm working with Angel, a contractor, to get a breakdown of costs, a quote, and then I'm gonna send over to John Caesar and to see if they have any funding. If not, Lacey's working on a couple of things. It's not an easy fix. It's gonna be down at least 2 to 3 weeks. I'm hoping to get it fixed at least 4 skimmers, or hopefully the temperature will stay warm. It's not an easy fix, but they completely take apart the heater, get the coils out. They're extremely heavy where you have to have a lift to just lift them out and replace. So it's a big repair. Last time it was done was probably 6 years ago. So it's just the coils to the heating system, and the burners also kind of burn a little bit of the side of the panels. So but the coils only needs replacing. And it's about a $15,000 to $20,000 fix. So it's not.
They swim in the morning?
Some do. Yeah, we have we have a high school team. We have a couple people in Visalia that do attend in the morning. 3 boys are in high school. They come every morning to swim.
And they're out there and you know it's cold.
Yeah.
Back in my day, they didn't have no heater, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so it's cheaper. If it wasn't 15,000, it'll be easy to fix, but we're just making sure being responsible, naturally making sure we put money where we find money.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? We're gonna move on to the city manager report. I'm not gonna call you Kyle, I'm gonna call you Kyle.
That's, I appreciate it. Although you can call me anything you'd like, just don't call me Richard. Okay, so that's all right. First of all, I just want to thank, staff, this past week. Everyone has been very welcoming. They've been very generous with their time. There's, been a lot of questions, a lot of, just trying to get up to speed, get to know individuals. So department heads in particular, but, even just meeting with, some of your folks, within your respective departments has been extremely helpful, as well as the council. And spending, time that we've been able to talk about some of the issues and share with you what's going on. So I really appreciate that. So, that's been, primarily most of the time, you know, started last Tuesday, so it's been a week on the job. You know, the meeting's not over yet, but as of right now, I'm gunfire. So I think that's positive, you know, we're looking on the right side of things, but, you know, if I'm feeling a little glum in an hour or so, you know my wife. So, everything's, in addition to meeting with folks, it's just been getting caught up on different issues. So as many of you are aware, there's a lot of different things going on with Lindsay, trying to, get my head around it, grasp the issues, understand what's going on, recognizing that we do have several vacancies, making sure we're, have plans in place and we're trying to fill those as quickly as possible with the right, individuals who can, fill the job requirements. And then, you know, and included in all that is definitely a large portion of the budget. So just understanding that, going through the audits, there's a lot of different information, going through, and then understanding the immediate needs as far as, you know, in addition to all of that backstory, there's still new things that are coming up, on a daily basis. So making sure that we're prioritizing, that we're responding to those appropriately, and that we're all working on the same page to continue to move the city forward. So this council, I know, based on conversations and more importantly, not just their words, but their actions, that they're very committed towards moving the city forward in a positive direction. So they're giving me a lot of hope, as far as the long-term future of this wonderful city. Additionally to that, I've reached out to many of my contacts, throughout the valley and in other parts of the state with developers in particular, and looking at, mid and long-term opportunities for new growth in the city, which, it's not going to be an immediate fix, but if we can get some additional growth, for the city, that can only help our property taxes, increase as well as sales tax increase. So, the time is now to start, those conversations and to help, move forward and trying to get some interest in this town. We already have some interest, right? There's been individuals that have, explored and are continuing to go through that process, but, I'm all in favor of, bringing a few more on board. So, that's all I have.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now we're gonna move on to the consent calendar. Do we have a motion to approve?
So,
I'll second.
We have a motion from Councilmember Soria, second from Mayor Villarreal. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
We're gonna move on to action items. 11.1, the sale of the vacant city-owned properties, action and recommendation. That is our city manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Tonight we have, this discussion that, this council has reviewed, several times in the past. We have, 4 different, parcels here in downtown Lindsay. This has been reviewed and vetted. There's a group, that has put in a proposal. They'd like to purchase this, and this will initiate, that purchase. This will, allow them to begin the process to go into escrow, and so we'll still have a 60-day review period to look at the properties and do some further investigation, prior to closing. But, this is a good initial step. And ultimately, if they do close, then, the city will have an additional $390,000 at their discretion to help with some additional financial, loans.
Public comment? Do you have any public comment for 11.1?
Is this the same group that came here to do a presentation on buying this property?
Yes, it is.
Okay, because, if I remember right, they really gave a poor report in showing what they were gonna do. They were not prepared. They did not have all the actual information how it was gonna be done. They said they wouldn't do anything until the property was, they would purchase the property, then they would discuss it. And I think they should have before. And then the second item is the housing situation. You don't want to have something that's very congested downtown. And so I think I would really think about looking at what you're proposing. I'm going to propose it when it is done.
Is there any more public comment?
I'm just wondering if we should just sell off all of our real estate, because it's hard to get it back, like in another 2 years when we're solvent. You know, how much money is it gonna cost us to buy something like this? For instance, the animal shelter, it's like trying to buy it today after we sold it 3-4 years ago. You know, we can't, you know, it's way more money. So that's kind of my idea. I don't even know who proposed before, but it didn't sound like they had a very good proposal. Anyway,
Thank you.
thank you.
Do you have any questions, concerns?
I just want to make things actually clear. So this enters into the agreement that they're going to purchase the property for the value of $390,000. Right after the developer, the fee incurred, we will net somewhere in the realm of 360,000. Would that go into our general fund? So, yeah, correct. Okay. 360,000.
I just want to add that just selling the property doesn't mean that they still have to go through the process of getting all the building, getting all the zoning and all that stuff. But right now, we're just trying to sell the property. It doesn't mean that they're gonna be able to build whatever they want to. You know, they still have to go through the proper zoning, the proper permits, planning and everything. But at this point, selling properties is, the right direction to go for our city, just to get some money flowing.
And there was some stipulations and stuff that we made, you just said, well, here you go, so, we have a motion?
I motion to approve item 11.1, so they can see in apartments.
I second.
We have a motion from Councilmember Soria, a second from Councilmember Nave, Councilmember Sanchez, Mayor Pro Tem Flores, Mayor Villarreal.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
We're gonna move on to 12.1, public hearing. We, 12.1, or do we?
So you can just skip it.
Okay, we're
right?
skipping on. And then we are on 12.2, the zoning ordinance update. We will continue this on the next one. Oh,
Yeah, so council, if you, wanna chime in and say what the process is.
Yeah, so, I think Ryan should be coming back any minute, but, essentially, Tyler can chime in too from what his conversations with the county, but the passing of this resolution ordinance is almost necessary tonight, in order for funding to continue,
Yeah.
necessary funding to continue. And so, Ryan, being the magician that he is, was able to get the ordinance and resolution done because it wasn't ready from Tuesday before tonight's meeting. And so it got completed and it's before you. It's also available to the public for review. So that way you guys can approve it and pass it before the March 31st deadline.
Right, so just for council's, for clarification, there is there is a time sensitivity to this. There's some housing community development funding via the state that is tied to this. The county is helping to facilitate this. And so there's a possibility of losing out on funding if not approved by the 31st, which is next Monday. So we were able this afternoon to get some of the documentation that's necessary for you to review. That's what has been handed out to you just recently, as far as the resolution and the ordinance that goes along with the staff report. Staff report still remains the same. This item is a general update of our existing zoning ordinance. It's to be in compliance with state laws. So a lot of the new things, the last update for this portion of our zoning ordinance happened in 2019. So we're, for the last 6 years, state law has changed. Right, so there's been additional rules and regulations regarding zoning. This incorporates those new rules and laws. And primarily some of the things that I just want to highlight are accessory dwelling units. So what that means and looks like is primarily what some people might call a mother-in-law, a home in the back, something that could be rented. That's currently allowed under state law that, assuming you comply with something, that you can go ahead and build that, and there wouldn't be any local rules that prohibit that. So that has been a major component that I know many individuals have taken advantage of in other jurisdictions throughout the county, throughout the region and the state, as far as being able to help out with the housing crisis that's going on throughout the nation. Being able to provide an additional dwelling unit, so that's what the ADU is. There's some other things regarding shelters that's in this. They have updates to manufactured homes, so trailers for ag workers and just general updates. So there's not anything that's overly out of line with what other jurisdictions. Again, this is just a general update to comply with state laws of where it's at today, and there is some funding that is tied to that. It makes this critical to be able to approve this. If council prefers to continue this item, there's always an option that we can hold a special meeting in between now and the 31st to go ahead and take up this item if you want to review it further. But Brian's not here, so I think I referred long enough. So if there's any additional then.
So Ryan, if you have the information, what is it?
So Kira was going to present this, so okay. This is the complete subdivision, and we're also printing the zoning ordinance as well. I don't know the specific items. So for an ADU, I'd have to go through and search the.
I think on page 7, on 6 and 7, we have multiple information regarding ADUs. There's different requirements depending on if it's detached or attached, or if you're adding on to an existing home, got a standalone building. They've also included a new type of yes in the actual package. Yes. So on the item on 12.2, they've added a new terminology, a junior accessory dwelling unit. I'm looking forward to seeing if they have a senior dwelling accessory unit. I just think if we have a junior, we gotta have a senior.
So how many can you put on the property?
I believe it's just the one.
So when you say that we're gonna lose out on funding, what does the funding go towards? So our community knows, like, what kind of funding are we looking at?
So it'd be, we have multiple agreements with HCD, with the housing and community development that's helped us with loans in the past, with other housing type projects. any type of urban development, there's multiple factors that ECD can get involved with. And so all of those theoretically would be in jeopardy, just like we have, in a similar situation where, some of the audit findings has placed existing agreements at jeopardy. We're questioning existing grants that we're applying for. This would also put us out of compliance with state law. So one of the main requirements for seeking additional grants is that we are in compliance with existing law. And so this would put us in compliance.
Okay. Do we have any other questions?
I just want, this is not about the, you mentioned that. QK was supposed to help with the resolution and they just weren't able to.
There was some challenges with the timing of getting this in a timely fashion prior to the publishing of the agenda, hence why we have this here. We did publicly notice the item through the normal public hearing process in the local newspaper. So because of the time sensitivity, this is where we're at. But we have communicated with those that were involved that the need and the urgency of making sure that we are following timelines and timeframes, and we've been given assurances that that will happen. So we will make sure that we are holding our partners accountable to what is needed to make sure that we are continuing with the funding.
Thank you.
So it's not gonna cost Lindsay anything, we're gonna gain.
Correct.
And just to clarify for council too, the packet and the presentation that was attached to it, that has been basically sums up the entire zoning code update. So the only thing that was provided to you at the meeting today was just the actual physical ordinance and resolution to pass, but all of the information was there attached to the staff report. And those.
And I just want to make things very clear. I went to the packet, it updates everything, right? Sidewalks, crosswalks, roundabouts, everything. And as I like what Trevor said, the time is now to bring Lindsay up to date, just like we do with our gap procedures, government accountability practices. I can't remember the exact, but we are updating Lindsay across the spectrum. Just how our chief has done a lot of great things and the rest of the directors. So this is part of that. So I just want to make things absolutely clear. It's a great thing for Lindsay to bring us up to date with the state and it'll allow us to possibly get those grants that we've been missing out.
Do we see public comment, please?
Open
Okay,
public hearing.
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna open up to the public hearing.
My question is, this is a property that's undeveloped or that is already developed, but it's upgrading? The property that you're trying to get past.
So I think just for clarification, are you referring to the property that was just, that
No,
was,
you said
Oh.
we have to pass it before the 31st, right? What property are you talking
so
about?
this would be all properties within the city of Lindsay. This is a general zoning update as far as to get our codes up to the state code process. So it would cover all residential properties.
Oh, okay, because, it was a couple of years ago, I've been a resident of Lindsay close to 30 years. And at one time, they came around our neighborhood and said, oh, we're gonna upgrade the property, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Nothing's happened, and I thought, to me, it seemed like, is that gonna happen again? You have us all excited that you're gonna fix this, that, you're gonna beautify Lindsay. And nothing happened. And that was about, I would say, I've been here 30 years, I would say that was maybe about 10 years ago. And they even had us sign as property owners a release that we are agreeing to this proposal, for them to come to our neighborhood with sidewalks in because I'm part of, it's a weird, I live in Stanford. On one side of the city, on the other side is rural, okay? And on the side that's rural, you don't have a sidewalk. On the side, on the other side, there's a sidewalk. And they came, the city, well, Lindsay, yeah, you guys have the paper. They say, sign this and, we'll do all this. I said, fine, I'll sign it. They said they were gonna pull everything and they made it sound good, basically. And we gave permission for them to do that. Like I said, it's been 12 years and nothing has happened. To me, it sounds like the same thing.
So this is just to be compliant with the state, like, we're not making any, like, oh, we're gonna go and fix things, and things like, that's it, like, if it was to happen, correct me if I'm wrong, then we're already compliant, so we can go ahead and do it.
And do that.
Yes, so we're not making any, like, oh, we're gonna go fix sidewalks, we would love to fix everybody's sidewalks.
Exactly.
Yeah, but this is just to say, like, okay, if it was to happen, then we can do it. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the permission ahead of time.
And I believe what you're talking about, they were trying to put sidewalks on County Island. And so unfortunately, we do have our County Island, that's the orders from, so that was around the same time. But it is a lengthy process, and that's something that we can work towards in the future. There's no guarantee because it's a big endeavor. We have to update everything, like the sewer, everything like all that. So it's a big endeavor that if enough residents came to the city from County Island, we would pursue that, but at the moment, we just want to make sure that we're complying with state law. So we're just updating our laws so that the state would give us funding to do that in the city, not County Island.
I'm just curious, to me, it's not something like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
Oh, do
If
you
you,
still have that paper that they gave you?
I actually do. I have it and I said for, with them to release us from that, when we signed, we had to, do a written, release to say, no, I changed my mind. I have to be released. And I did go and have to the county, and I want to get out of this. I was told that I have to sign the papers and I don't want this no more. They don't have any rate. And I showed them the paper I have. It says they have.
I'm just curious as to what it is that you actually have. So if you want to bring it in and just drop it off up front and
just make a copy.
Okay.
We can see what it is that's.
What it exactly it was. But it doesn't have the date, which I was looking.
That's okay, that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any more, public hearing for this one?
I'm just pleased that you brought this as an action item, because you do need to make sure that you're in compliance and you meet the deadline. So I congratulate you for making that happen.
Thank you. Do we have any more public? No? Do we have a motion?
You would close the public hearing.
Oh, I'm gonna close the public hearing at this time. And then a motion, correct? Do we have a motion?
Motion to.
I don't want to second.
Okay.
I see you there.
Just
Two.
both one is separate. That was pulled at the beginning of the meeting. Okay, so we have a motion from Councilmember Sanchez, second from Councilmember Soria, Councilmember Nave. Aye. Mayor Pro Tem Flores, Mayor Villarreal.
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
At this point, we're gonna move on to 13, the request for future items. Anybody have any requests? I know I do. Yesterday I was stopped by this, older lady, leaving yesterday from my meeting with, Kyler. And, he wanted to know, was they supposed to build like a brick fence by Cactus Park? I was gonna text you, but I was like, I'll just bring it up. But she says, I don't know, like, she even mentioned gunshots at one point, like, I said I would look into it. I know at one point they said, like, I think that, like the Cactus Park and then the trailer park, I think she was in that area. She didn't want to give me her name.
So I think what you're talking about is when it was Olive Bowl Park, they were talking about doing a skate park over there as well. There was discussions about a brick wall, basically on the west property line between Olive Bowl Park and the trailer park at 510 to 690, and that was not approved by council. So that was in one of the earlier phases of the Olive Bowl Park, but that was not something that was optioned by council at the time.
Yeah, 'cause she said that they just had like a regular fence. There's no, so, I mean, like they always said they had a lot of kids hanging out over there. And so I said I would look into it. I don't know how much a fence, brick fence would cost, but I mean,
It was itemized, I mean, I can pull it from that council
Okay.
presentation, but it was not done because of cost.
okay, if you don't mind, then, so I can get back here. Does anybody else have anything to add? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, for the proclamation for the varsity girls basketball team, I would like to bring them here. So, and that's it. I think we need, anybody else? Oh, no. We're going on Friday to soccer. I believe the high school, the multi-purpose, right, at 6?
It's available at 6 o'clock right now.
Come. You're welcome to come and read the proclamation. Any other future items?
There was one thing that wasn't covered by city services for lighting up here. They just wanted to mention the Saturday they have clean up the wings.
Yes.
Over at Veracruz, at Highway 65 from 7 in the morning until 2:30. Just wanted to make sure that they.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So because his mic is off, just so those online can hear, there is a cleanup event on Saturday from 7 to 2:30.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So we're gonna move into closed session now. And you guys are more than welcome to stay, like I always say, go home to dinner and enjoy your family.
I wanted you to stay as long
You want
as
this back?
possible.
She was about to leave.
Okay, it's not muted, by the way.
Oh, you need him back? Really?
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Only the first meeting.
Computers. The audio's on. Yeah.
We are back from closed session and we do have some things to report. Okay?
Yes, so the council voted 4-1 to approve a contract with Crocker Knoll LLC to serve as city manager for a period of 12 months with a 60-day notice clause in there for termination for the amount of $125,000 for the year. And a 6-month evaluation. And that was the end of the report.
Say that wording.
Thank you. I knew I was gonna forget something. And that will be effective as of March 18th, 2025.
Thank you. We are now adjourned.
I'm doing the minutes before I leave. Can I just look at that while yeah, I have them up right here, so I'll just type it as you say it, but hold on 1 second.
Hey, that was the first time I texted you, I didn't know. So I
I didn't have it written exactly as,
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Okay, so reported that council voted 4-1 to approve a contract with Crocker Knoll.
How do you spell Knoll?
It's KNOLL LLC to serve as city manager for a period of 12 months. With a 60-day notice of termination clause.
That's fantastic. Why do you think?
Okay.
Thanks so much.
And
I don't want her to leave.
Compensation will be $125,000. There'll be a 6-month evaluation. And then just put that an effective date. And that was it. Effective date is
Megan,
yes. What?
give you a hug. You guys. Appreciate you, girl. Don't be a stranger too. You're like,
I'm
hey,
proud.
yeah, yeah.
How much do you
Hold on tight. Hold on tight, girl. Wait, see. How many people stop calling?
Bye, Megan.
Bye.
This time you aren't gonna become one of my.
I know, I'm off from one to another.
Anyway, we'll see.
I have you on
I
Instagram.
can, I'll throw you my number, whatever. My number, contact me anytime. I'm a teacher, so I respond. Yeah, so, all right, thank you. We're gonna try to do both, since we still have that. Other job. Don't get too like,